What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Back with another Thursday stream. Hope you guys have been having a good week so far, and maybe taking a little break over the weekend as usual. And yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna play with today other than HOKAGE, so I'm gonna ask another person of mine. Hey, do you want to play rank? It would be nice if we got some more people in here who I like I can like trust we can get some quick wins with. Cause the last time I played and the time before that was, I mean, we went 3-6-3, which is okay, but it wasn't great. By the way, let's go over the skins. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Hi, Seki. How was your day? My day was fine as always. Thursdays for me are always a little bit slow. I go to school and I sit there for 4 hours doing nothing. I come in at 8 o'clock, I have a 1 hour and 20 minute class, right? And it's biology, right? So it's lecture biology, so I just sit there and write notes for 1 hour and 20 minutes listening to this guy talk, right? Okay, so I sit down, class ends, okay? Get what I do next. For the next 4 hours, I sit in the same seat outside of the room because I don't know what else to do, and I just sat there doing the online biology homework. And then after that, I was just playing Clash of Clans, so really riveting 4 hours. And then after that, at 1:15, then I finally had my second class. What's after chemistry, you ask? Nothing, I just go home. I just sat there for 4 hours doing nothing. Which is pretty normal. You'd be surprised how fast you get used to it. At first, it's a little bit, like, crazy. But then you're like, okay, you just come to accept that you're wasting 4 hours of your life every day. Okay, so this is the first officer skin. I had not even seen this skin before this. By the way, I think my volume is extremely high. Very interesting. I see they did they copied the same type of cape technique that they've given to Embalmer and Mercenary. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I will show you that right in 1 second. The devs love to copy the little cape thing that they've added for Embalmer, and ever since the Embalmer Call of this, they just kept redoing the cape with different characters. So I believe this was the first ever version of it, and then they went on and did it with Mercenary, and Mercenary has his own skin with it, which I did not buy. Colonel Dax, there it is again. It reveals you across the map. It's so obvious that it's you. Hunters can see that cape from a mile away. It makes it so obvious which survivor it is. But yeah, we got the same first officer skin. Same. Well, it's pretty close to the same skin as with the others, but we're gonna play with it. 400 compensation. That's pretty darn amazing. Big thanks to Lena. Lena sponsored this. Lena did give us the perfumer skin that is only for Echoes. I don't know when I'm going to wear this, but it looks very professional. It looks very professional. That's literally what I'm gonna say. I guess that's what I'm gonna say to her. It's a pretty normal thing for nowadays. Nowadays, I still always appreciate it, and it's crazy to me that someone would send me any gifts at all. But I really do appreciate it, and thank you so much, Lena. It's really very kind of you, very generous of you. I'll send her a sussy baka this time. You sussy baka. Alright. So that's the first officer skin. I swear it looks just like the Painteress skin. Okay, let me check Discord and see if he responded. No, my person did not respond. Okay. Wait. Let me ask someone else. Oh, looks like I'm going to I'm gonna be referencing multiple people here. I don't know their ads. Pinto. My gosh. What is his name? What the heck is that? What kind of name is that? Okay. Too pro for you. Very interesting names. Typing ASMR. Who knows if any of them will respond? I haven't played with any of them in a while. Daily rank match reward. That was late. No man, I'm supposed to get away sooner. By the way, we're coming down to the last Arizonas. I don't know who's drinking these Arizonas. There used to be a big box. I swear someone else has been drinking them. Very soon the Arizonas will go extinct. They wouldn't go extinct if I got a sponsorship, Arizona. No, Arizona, I would really love a sponsorship. You know, your tea tastes great. You know, just a thought, Arizona. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the company name is Arizona. They don't have like any like weird name like Frito-Lay, where like Frito-Lay makes different chips called Doritos and Cheetos, but it's not even actually, their company is called something else completely. Okay, I guess we can start because I'm not getting a response from anyone. Is everyone in my team sleeping at 7 p.m.? It's the evening. It's 7 o'clock p.m. I guess they all play morning rank. I guess everyone plays morning rank and then goes to sleep at 7 o'clock in the evening. John's matching. Katz is online. That's a first. Katz. Haven't seen you in ages. I don't think he's played in ages either. He was a mammoth. Oh man, both John and Blur are playing Hunter. Okay, so we can start. Pretty depressing. I guess we're starting like this. A very sad way to start. Starting with just Hokage. Your parents stealing your Arizona? Well, for starters, one of my parents is living with me. No, I forgot to change the audio. The audio was way too loud. Please bear with me, guys. Well, I guess I could turn it down in OBS for now. I mean, it's fine. Actually, I think it's fine. No, wait. I have no idea if it's fine. I think it's fine. According to OBS, it says it's fine. I don't know. Is the audio fine, guys? I think the audio is fine. Kage's giving me exclamation marks. They banned Mechanic and... Excuse me, Priestess and Seer. Very interesting picks. You don't see those around. You don't see those bands around. So unfortunately, we are gonna be degrading from the S First Officer skin from the crossover to the 1 skin. We are going to be going on a downgrade. You know, it's funny because the stream is about the A skin, but I have to do a downgrade to play the A skin. It's bleeding your ears? It's blasting ears. Okay. We'll turn it down for now. When I get in this game, I'm just going to turn it down. I'm pretty sure that in game it's max volume. Because when I'm not streaming, I prefer to play in max volume, because that way I don't have to put my regular volume up so high. You're just kidding? Well, Chihaya, that's not how you spell kidding. Okay, this might be a key. Okay, no one spawned behind us. Hunter spawned double, I forgot. Double doors. Okay, they spawned double doors. I almost forgot. Hunter spawned double doors. Let's check. Yes, that is max volume. You guys were not kidding. I'll bring it up a smidge now. We were against the gamekeeper, and Hokage just disconnected on the spot. Okay. Well, if this was a YouTube video, I would cut this part out, but this is the one problem with streaming, is that I cannot cut out games like these. And for the next 7 minutes, we have to all bear this waste of time, because we're just gonna lose this game most likely at this point. If I picked Mercenary, maybe I would have gone for it. But because it's Gamekeeper, what Gamekeeper is going to do Gamekeeper is probably the most dangerous space and rescue hunter. It sounds crazy, right? But the way Gamekeeper's strategy with basement is that he hooks you when you're somewhere, when you're anywhere close to him, in range of a hook. He will hook you next to the edge of basement and then hit you while dropping down. And once you're hooked, there is no escape. There is no escape once you're hooked. That is what makes him such a powerful basement rescue hunter. Now, thankfully, the Gamekeeper is going to waste his teleport there. I don't even think anyone went to rescue. Maybe the Mechanic's not really pinging anything. I think she pinged something earlier. I would highly doubt she went to rescue. She has one to go there. Yeah. But yeah, Gatekeeper, probably the most powerful basement rescue hunter. Everyone talks about, like, Photographer basement rescues. Nah, Photographer. Photographer is probably one of the easiest ones, just because he only has a basic hit. Especially with today's meta, where you just elbow pad down the stairs. It's a lot simpler, but with Gamekeeper, it's not as simple. Unless you set up the elbow pad before you even are in sight of the Gamekeeper, which is insanely difficult to elbow pad before you're even in range of the basement. That is insanely difficult to do, to get the angle right and not, like, land somewhere on the sides of the stairs or completely miss. Very difficult to do, but you can possibly do it. It's just, I'm not playing First Officer, I'm not playing Mercenary, so it's pretty much a guarantee that I'm gonna go down in the basement. You really need a Mercenary to go on the rescue. Mercenary or Coordinator. I like Coordinator on the rescues as well. Coordinator, such a strong... I feel like Coordinator is an underrated basement rescue character. One of my favorites to basement rescue with. If you're having trouble at the stairs, you shoot them. If you manage to get past them on the stairs, you will shoot them in basement instead and get a free escape for your teammates and give them a second chance to get out of basement. Now, granted, it's not the most efficient method, because that means the Coordinator for the rest of this game, that game, would not have a gun. And, like, you had to use it just to get out of basement. It would have been much preferable if, you know, people would, like, not get in basement so you can shoot outside of basement, and therefore they get more time to get to an actual hiding area. But Coordinator is one of the hardest characters to rescue with. It really, if you're a good rescuer already, for example, if you play Coordinator a ton before starting Mercenary like I did, you'll be very used to rescuing without elbow pads, which is the only reason why why I make Coordinator work. It's literally the only reason why I make Coordinator work. It's because I used to always, for so long, just play Coordinator instead of Mercenary. Mercenary used to be D tier, for context. And it was crazy. But Coordinator was the best rescuer, so you had to get very used to how there was no ability. There was no mobility. You just had to accept. Now, that wasn't a great rescue because Mechanic just kind of goes down right away, but granted, she's dead on cheer, and I rather keep our Gravekeeper alive, honestly, than the Mechanic. Mechanic is less likely to be able to do a Gakai than the Gravekeeper, because then if he hits the tie, Turner, Gravekeeper, oh, that's a trap! I should stop commentating. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. My camera was literally facing away the trap. That's unfortunate. I saw a lot of second goals too late. It just sucks you in. It just sucks you in. If I had a bet, there's probably a trap right outside the window as well. Probably. But we're losing this game anyway. Man, it just sucks you in. It's ridiculous how it sucks you in. It's same thing with Broken Wheel. It's so dumb how the trap sucks you in. Gamekeeper, it's not as much of a problem because Gamekeeper actually has to pre-place his trap, so I think it's a lot more fair. It's a lot more fair. Like, if you get a trap down, if trap survivor, you deserved it as Gamekeeper. But with Wheel, not so much. It's really dumb with Wheel, but that's a whole nother story. It's unfortunate, because right as I saw it, I walked away and it sucked me in. Alright. I don't know what happened with Hokage there. I swear I guess she just literally disconnected. This is probably blue race car. Probably blue race car. Walked right into the trap. No, it's not Bluria's car. So he just let the Gravekeeper go? Alright. Ain't nobody got time for this. Did he get a controller? Yeah, that's a controller. Ain't nobody got time for this. Well, I may be top 15, but our teammates may not necessarily play like they're in the top 15. Granted, Hokage hasn't played in months, so... yeah. It's like, you should play with Roland again? I haven't seen Roland play in forever. I don't... Honestly, does before you even play anymore? It's really disappointing. Because you got these people who are supposed to represent NAEU. Like, no offense to them. No offense to them. Maybe they got busy lives, but this has been happening year after year, where they just have these huge breaks where you don't even see them on rank at the very least. Or even at the very least, maybe I'm low tier, maybe that's why I don't see them, but when I check their profiles, some of them haven't logged in weeks. Like, we're talking 30 days or more. And so, they're probably going to come back. Just for Call of Abyss, and then we're gonna see another break from them again, so... Not very fair to have that as our team so-called representing NAEU. But that's how it is. I probably won't be playing with Roll anytime soon, because I haven't seen Roll in forever. My iPad literally won't let me type. You'll make Roland play? I would play with Roland. Roland's a good survivor. He used to start as a survivor main, then he switched to Hunter one day. Or was he... Did he start off as a Hunter main? I'm pretty sure he started off as a survivor main. You're gonna cry. Like, if it happens a few times, I'm gonna let it go, but at this point, I'm like, really? Didn't know he could put traps? They have lives? I understand, but... That's not very fair for the rest of the server, where they actually play the game every day, and they just have these people who don't even play the game. They just like walk in for Call of Abyss because no one's good enough to play Call of Abyss, and then they are deemed the team of the of NAEU, the team who doesn't even play Identity 5 that much anymore. I understand. I have a life too. I go to college. I go to school. I've been going to school for every year of my life after preschool, right? But I just really, if you don't play the game, the bottom line is if you don't play the game, you will be washed up. You will be washed out, is the bottom line. By the way, our mercenary almost took a hit to water, which would have been extremely sad. Psyche, make your own team. It's not as simple, Ricardo. There's not enough... I mean, why do you think B4U keeps winning every Call of Abyss? It's because there's no other good players in NAEU. Either they're not good enough, they can't go to China, or... Well, yeah, it's either one of those two. Either they're not good enough or they can't play in China. And if you're trying to find people who go to China, that's a whole separate issue. Because the first one is obvious, okay? They need to play well, okay? But the second one has so many logistical issues. They need to have a passport. They need to be at least 16 or older. If they're not 16 or older, they're not going to be able to go to China. Oh no, my iPad is doing this thing again. If they're not 16 or older, they're not going to be able to go to China. If they're between 16 and 17, if they're 16 or 17, then they have to have an adult guardian with them, which means if they don't have an adult guardian with them, you're not going either. So yeah, passport. On top of that, you need time. You need time to actually go. If you can't go, you know, you might have a passport, but if you don't have the time, that's a whole nother issue. Okay, she almost hit me with the water. Yeah. Basically, the point is, you need to go to China. You need to have time. You need to have a parent or guardian to go with you if you're too young. Most of these people in the server are, by the way, below 16. Even if you find someone good. I forgot one more. They need to be permanent residents of NAEU. You guys know how many times I found a good player in this game, and then I asked them to, like, oh, would you like to play Call of This with me? And they say, oh, I can't because I live in China. You know, they're only there for, like, school. You know, as, what's it called? There's a word for this, but there's these students that go overseas. There are students that go overseas and go to school overseas. I forgot, there's a name for it, but it's usually along the lines of school, maybe work. But yeah, that's trying to find someone who meets all four of those requirements is to go to China. It's not possible, and if that wasn't bad enough, they had to be good at the game, which is we all know how hard that is to find nowadays in the NAEU server. Like, just being able to kite well, just being able to rescue well. Heck, it's really hard to find just one person who does their job amazing. Let alone find a survivor that can play multiple survivors well is very difficult. Like, there's a certain point to it, though. I feel like if you main kiter, you should be good with every kiter if you're actually good at kiting. You know, given that they're S tier, you know, they should not. Hopefully, you're not playing some like trash, like I don't know, Einstein. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Oh, my bad. Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad. I literally wasn't paying attention. God, we should be able to make this still. Yeah, we make this. Oh, please don't kill me. Please disappear. Yes, okay. Well, I just barely timed it correctly. But I think we'll go down right here. Yeah. I screwed up. I forgot. Maybe I should stop talking in the middle of the kite. That would be a good start. That would be a good start if I didn't actually talk in the middle of a kite. Unfortunately, the problem with First Officer is that he only has 2 items. The thing about Mercenary and First Officer, why Mercenary is so much better than First Officer, is because Mercenary, you just want to use that item as a quick escape, okay? But First Officer is an item where you have to commit to the whole watch. You can't, like, use a little bit and then save, like, a portion of it for later. Once you use the watch one time, you go straight from 2 watches to 1. So when I had to use it on the rescue, it would have been so much nicer if I had, like, an elbow pad, because I would have had 2 elbow pads in this situation, but I only had 1 watch, so it stinks. Unfortunately, I don't know how we're not able to have rescues happen before a half with the First Officer on the team. I find that very confusing. That we cannot get rescues before a half, and I'm literally the survivor that lasts the longest on chairs. Please, someone responds to me on Discord. Dude, they're literally all sleeping. What the heck? This is so annoying. I don't have anyone, like, I can really, really trust. HOKAGE is kind of a stretch because she hasn't played in so long. I don't know if this prisoner knows, but he can actually just decode the side of this machine, because that's not a full circle. I don't know if this prisoner could be, like, decoding the side of that, because that's not a full circle. It's only if he stands on top of it, it's gonna do water damage. What? Like, look, you can tell. It's clear, it's not blue. Okay. Well, this is Identity 5 now. Dude, shouldn't this water go away by now? It's been more than 20 seconds. I don't know if this is a bug. This is very strange. Me just waiting until prisoner realizes he can decode the side and won't get hit by water. That hurts to watch. That hurts to watch. It should only last 20 seconds, but I guess when it's just on the ground, that's when it's not in the form of a circle, it lasts way longer. I don't know. I'm not completely certain on that. Oh, obtained autumn leaf. Cool. I'm sure it says in here. It says 20 seconds. That's very confusing. Maybe it was a bug. Huh? Let me join you, Seki. I'll be the best dog there ever was. Sorry, recorder. You need to be at least Griffin 5 to play. Why the cipher progress so slow? We don't get a good first kite. On top of that, Mercenary was right next to the Acrobat when she was kiting. So, as a result, Mercenary had to start a brand new cipher. Well, there's a few reasons why. First of all, Mercenary had to find a new cipher because Acrobat was kiting nearby, right? Okay. And then I had to go rescue because Acrobat had went down pretty quickly. And then, obviously, there's not much you can do because I don't want to risk a terror charge against Anaya, so I'm just gonna rescue and I'd rather get her farmed, which is what happened. And so then she just she double hit the Mercenary, and then Mercenary couldn't decode for like 2 minutes or 1 minute, however long it is. It's 47 seconds or something like that. I just wish Hokage read the book. Okay, they banned Mercenary. In this normally I would play forward right here, but we're gonna go for his top receiver. I am the best Identity 5 player. I mastered every survivor only 2 days per minute. I invented Dream Witch. If you invented Dream Witch, you were probably very disappointed in Season 4 because she was an F-tier hunter in Season 4. Okay, we have Enchantress. This is gonna go great. If I had the chance to play with Seki, I'd be scared I would get yelled at even if I did still know how to play. Honestly, it depends. It depends how I'm feeling that day. If someone keeps playing bad day after day, you know, and I invited them, you know, then that's my fault. That's my fault for inviting them. Why should I get mad when it's my fault for inviting them, you know? There's no point of getting mad at the person. But if it's like a random, and I have to play with them, game after game, I get really frustrated. I didn't even get a chance to see who the hunter was, actually. It might have been Gamekeeper. Oh no, it's an Ann. All I knew is I saw a very large figure. So it definitely wouldn't be something like a, well, if it was Axeblade, I'd probably have seen a tree by now. Actually, it's really the only small hunter. Alright, back to the story. If it turns out that I invited someone whose kite time I'm happy with, yes, I would get annoyed with them in the moment. But at the end of the day, I would just not invite them after that. Maybe, like, I could talk with them in a month from now and see how they're doing. Depending if they were close friends with me or not. I would check in with them. And, like, maybe we would play again sometime. Nice! We got a cat on us. Nice, and we triggered it before the hit. By the way, for those that don't know, it's technically possible Yeah, she's going for the double hit. So it's very annoying that I have to do this, but I have to use my whole watch. But this is the problem with first officer. All that's the problem, guys. You see, that's the problem. It's that I have to use my whole watch just for 5 seconds of distraction. Alright. Animation doesn't let me decode either. Is NAEU not friendly? Well, it depends, because I don't know. I've never compared it to China, so I wouldn't know. I don't know how China is compared to NAEU. All I know is NAEU players, you know, they clearly haven't played for very long, that's all I'll say. As we are seeing right now, 2 people are rescuing. I mean, then again, it's an Enchantress. Enchantress isn't exactly a good rescuer. There's just so many reasons why NAEU is not a good server. It's sad, because NAEU used to actually be, like, full of awesome players, like, and no one was a jerk to each other. No one sent toxic thank yous or well dones to each other. It was like family. And if someone was toxic, then they were just singled out. They wouldn't be a part of that community. They would just be known as being that one toxic person. Now, unfortunately, it's not like that, because everywhere you go, there's a toxic person. Thankfully, it doesn't happen as much to me, because you'd have to be a bad player to constantly be getting thank you'd at you. If you're constantly screwing up your rescues or kites, you probably get it a lot more often. So honestly, I could have actually just, yeah, I'd probably die here. Which stinks. Yeah, I can't survive that. So I'll need my team to decode another Cypher machine. I don't like that, the Enchantress is right here, though. Unless she, like, can stun me, that would be good. That would be good. If she could, like, stun. Unfortunately, Basement is here. And unfortunately, the Hunter is a Hunter that is, like, sort of like, they use their ability, and I don't have a good ability to counter theirs. Yeah. As I was saying about the server. Let's screw her up. Okay, it's actually working quite nicely. Please don't touch me. If that touched me, I would have been very upset. I don't think we're gonna live for very long. The most we're gonna do is we're just gonna make her get a cat out of me. That's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna stall for one cat, and hopefully our teammates can make it out. They probably will not be able to make it out because this Hunter is usually using teleport. Most ants do use teleports, so we're probably not gonna be able to tie this game, unfortunately. At the very least, I will still be on the chair, so if she teleports, we should be able to get a rescue on me. Unfortunately, Enchantress is just hiding, so the first person she's probably going to see is a lawyer, which means I'm probably not going to get rescued. Yeah, as predicted. Asia players are so good, though. No. If it's an NAEU, it really doesn't matter. You know, maybe they are good players, but you'll never know because everyone else is not very good at the game. In my experience, when I've played in this server, it really doesn't matter who the person is playing. It doesn't matter if it's Chinese or whatever ethnicity in this world. They're either good or not. If we're talking about Clash of Clans and Clash Royale, those games, if you see an Asian name, you should be scared, but... Identity 5, not so much. So have we lost every single game so far? Yep, we have. Yes, we have. Yeah, we've lost every single game. Oh yeah, this is great. This is great. Yeah. I love being in control of my games. Not Clash of Clans. Hmm? It's true. It's true. Those Asian players in Clash of Clans are pretty good. And not as good as in Clash Royale. Clash Royale. Oh, those are scary. Now, I used to believe that a lot more as a kid. Now it's sort of like a running joke. I believe that if you master a game enough, you can be good at it better than anyone. It's just sort of like, oh, Asian players are just remarkable at the game when they start. But if you actually work at the game like they do, because they probably work really hard to learn Clash Royale, to learn Clash of Clans, to learn any game, then all you have to do is just work just as hard as them. There really is nothing to it. It just so happens it's always the Asian players. It's always the Asians. Psyche keeping Clash of Clans alive. Psyche, let me see your Clash of Clans account. I actually showed it one time on stream. Psyche, Roland said he would, but he's busy with college. Yep, of course. So, let me guess. As soon as Call of Abyss rolls around, he suddenly won't be busy with college? Because if I start seeing him playing every day... Yeah. If I see the hole before you suddenly wake up for Call of Abyss... Yeah. I'm calling bull on that. Alright. This is not a key spawn, or at least I don't think so. Key spawns are inside of the tent. My iPad is being a piece of garbage right now when it comes to this touchscreen right now. I don't know why. At least it's gotten a lot better in the past few weeks, but it just happens every once in a while. We all know they will, Psyche, I know, right? That's how it is. I highly doubt that the hunter's gonna come after me, but just in case, they actually did come after me. Oh, but they left me. Okay. Alright. A little bit unfortunate that the hunter came right at me. I thought the hunter was going to come from the fort station because HOKAGE pinged from that direction. I thought maybe she's hiding over there and the hunter's trying to find her and he's just moving on to the next cipher. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised why the violence didn't go after me. He would have forced out a watch at the very least because I was not in a good spot at all. Unfortunately, that's very strange. It's a very strange teleport. I feel he was just in this local area. It's very strange. I didn't think you would do that. Is it me roasting them? Is that what I did? Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, if they randomly come back for Call of Abyss, I'm calling bull on that excuse. I will do that. I will say it's bull. I won't say the whole thing, but it's bull. Alright. Oh, there's no way that counted. There's no way that counted, that's very annoying. It counts. It counts. It does count. For whatever reason, the devs do allow that as a hit. So, a little bit unfortunate. I could have at least made it out full health, or at least body block with HOKAGE, for HOKAGE, which would have been nice. Unfortunately, Explorer's going to take an instant hit, because he's picking up a page in front of the hunter? What? Why? Why? Why are you picking up a page in front of the hunter? I don't get it. I don't get it one bit. We're getting some, yeah. Yeah, we're probably not gonna win this, like, we're probably not gonna tie this game anymore because of that. Unfortunately, HOKAGE did not die far away from my cipher, so I'm once again not gonna be able to decode it. And if he chases me, which I don't think he will chase me, but I'm only gonna have one watch. I'm only gonna be able to kite like... Man, Mercenary is just so much better when it comes to kiting. Because Mercenary, he can use his ability reactively, and when he uses it reactively, it gives him plenty of space to transition. Jeez. Don't give up. Guys, I think it's time to give up. I think it's time to give up, folks. Alright. We gotta use this. Yeah! That's how it works with First Officer. They just use their trait on you. Yeah. They just use your trait on you. They just leave you as soon as you use your watch. I wish he had more going for him. First Officer's such a sad character. Give him... Reduce his pocket watch by 20 seconds and give him a third pocket watch. Because who's with me on that? Who's with me on that? Take away 10 seconds for each pocket watch and give him a third pocket watch instead. So instead of 30 seconds of 2 pocket watches, he gets 20 seconds of 3 pocket watches. So that way when the hunter forces you to use one, you still have 2 more in your pocket. Is this cipher even worked on? No, it's not. Honestly, I don't even know if we have another cipher, actually. Like, Explorer, I know Explorer has a page. Someone has a page. I think Female Dancer has the page right now, because she went to go rescue. Usually the people who go rescue automatically pick up the page, because it spawns in front of the chair. Why Psyche in Cloud? Hello. I'm in a cloud. I swear I pressed on that, but my touch screen is not picking up. Yeah, there's the page I was talking about. That sounds good. I know. Dude, if they just made me a dev for this game, I would do so many changes. I would fix First Officer's watch. I would nerf Mercenary in a better way. I would actually make Coordinator much more viable. Get rid of Dream Witch and Coordinator so Coordinator is actually viable, okay? And bring in other characters. Bring in other hunters that are good in the meta. This palette is so bad. Well, that's probably the best you're gonna make that palette work. And just getting hit through the palette is so easy to get hit through. Technically, if I had played that better, I would not have gotten hit there, so I did not play that perfect. Like, buff the hunters that counter Mercenary. Honestly, if they just buff the hunters that already do well against Mercenary, you might not even need a Mercenary nerf. You know, you could just promote Coordinator, promote a new meta. You know, keep the game fresh. The Identity 5 devs are doing a really bad job at that, keeping the game fresh. Gravekeeper is by far an S tier survivor. He is ridiculously broken. If you don't hit him out of his shovel, he just stays in there for the next 30 or 40 seconds. Siki, can't you play with a full team? There's no good people in the server, Joy. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works. I wish it worked like that, but that was back in 2018. Sorry, 2018 is when the game came out. It's not like that anymore. Alright, that's fine. So what's the plan right now? Okay, okay, I'm not getting the chase, so Explorer hopefully has a plan. He needs to drop a pallet between himself and the hunter, then stay focused on decoding. That's what his plan should be. So assuming he does that, the hunter just used his violin though, meaning he should have time to do that. And I think he did it. He read my mind like a book. He's not S tier, but he's A tier. In rank, he's S tier. In rank, he is by far S tier. We are going to be able to get out. Awesome. Like, you see so many garbage. You see so many off-meta garbage in rank. Gravekeeper does such a good job against them. On top of that, if it's a wheel, you do amazing against it. If it's a sculptor, you have to be a little bit more careful, but it's still ridiculously good. It's still ridiculously broken. How, if you're against a sculptor and you're approaching a pallet, and you're scared they're going to spam the pallet with statues, just walk away from the pallet a little bit in a more open area, and then use your shovel, and they have to hit you out of it. They can't use a statue on you. You'd have to be pretty bad if you got hit by a statue and a shovel in the open, but that's a whole nother story. He's just such a good survivor. People are seriously underrating Gravekeeper. Like I could hear an argument for Perfumer, because Perfumer late game is really bad. The Perfumers really don't get very much value late game. But dude, do not sleep on Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper, so good. I'm surprised he never got a nerf, because when he first came out, I was thinking this guy's for sure getting a nerf. Such a good survivor. I don't think you see him a lot in tournaments, but that's more like you'd make a tournament tier list for that. In terms of rank mode, if you just want to pick just a good general survivor who can just whatever crazy hunter the hunter goes in rank, you just want to have a good counter against a good reliable answer, whether it's Blood Queen, Dream Witch, Wheel, Geisha, Wu Chang, whatever crazy stuff they go in rank, you need to have an answer for it. You don't want to pick a survivor that's does really good against Wheel, so you pick Prisoner, but then they go something like Dream Witch or Blood Queen, so you're just instantly dead. That's what I'm thinking. You just want to pick a good genre survivor. You don't know who the hunter is, and preferably you want a good second rescuer. And Gravekeeper does a really good job at that. Anyway, you get the point. I'm not gonna keep going. Yo, Lino, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I guess we're not starting. Oh, we got Miki. Good night, Seki fans. I'm tired. See you later, Chihaya. Have a good night. Let me see if anyone responded to me on Discord. Gosh. Yeah, they didn't respond. I'm actually convinced they're all sleeping. I asked 3 people and none of them responded.
Ooh.
I'll be right back, guys. I have to switch devices. This is kind of annoying. Maybe we should play a Perfumer match, because we got the Perfumer skin as well. So was that the 4th loss in a row? We got a tie. I think we got 2 ties. So let's update that. I have to wait on to download patch notes. I guess we're not playing on this device right now. The pink iPad case cover device. Psyche looks tall, and I'm pretty sure. I think it's just because the camera is so small. I think I saw the hunter. Well, I would have seen the hunter if I didn't randomly stop moving. I think it was a violinist. I didn't get a good look at them. Let's see. No, it's a Naiad. Okay, well, it was a tall hunter of this sort. Let me check if I'm on the right account. Hopefully I don't get randomly teleported on. Good thing I'm checking because I'm not on the right account. Okay, now I am. I'll update that in 1 second. Oh, this is Yumi? I didn't even notice. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna log in right now because I can't even hit calibrations. Okay. Update the Elgato. Hopefully the game doesn't crash on me when I'm trying to log in on this new device. Because it sometimes does that. Psyche, how tall are you? I honestly don't know. I haven't checked my, I haven't checked my height, ever. The one time I checked my height, it was like with a measuring tape a year ago, so that's also not exactly a very reliable way of checking. It was like 5'8", something like 5 feet 8, or it was like, yeah, 5 feet like 8 or 7 inches, maybe 9. I don't know. I don't exactly remember. We're probably not gonna rescue, unfortunately for Miki. And I think I just heard an owl. By the way, guys, is the audio fine? Because this iPad typically does output volume a little bit louder than my actual device. It's a little bit louder than usual. It's like he's taller than Schmitty? Schmitty's really tall. I don't know what you guys mean. He's definitely taller than me, that's for sure. I'm not very tall at all. Actually. Please don't see me. Okay, thankfully she just did the thing with her harpoon. Actually, we could actually go finish it right now. Maybe? Maybe if I'm quick at it before she gets her harpoon back? Come on. And did she get full presents? I'm not gonna be able to finish that. That sucks. I have to wait 20 seconds. Okay, here's the plan. When I'm gonna need to go rescue, I'll finish that cipher along the way. But for now, I'm gonna work on this one. Bye, guys. I have to go. Good luck in Ringseki. Thank you, Ingrid. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm sorry. Ingrid. Y-N. That's hard to pronounce. Y and N together. Okay, we have to be careful. I would have really preferred to be something like Gravekeeper or Mercenary here. Because if I was like Gravekeeper or Mercenary right here, I would, I'll be able to safely travel to the chair. Like, either I go to it very quickly with Mercenary Elbow Pad, or I protect myself from one water hit with the shovel on my way to the chair. But right now, there's a potential possibility that she could hit me with a harpoon for 50% humidity, and then another 50% humidity by circling me. What the heck is going on here? She missed, so we're gonna get a free rescue. But you guys see how close? You guys see how close I'm getting to 100% humidity when she's at full presence? It's honestly, do not mess with her. Do not mess with this hunter. I don't even know if we can do anything actually. Okay. Yeah. I honestly don't think the watch would have done anything there. I mean, maybe would have you done something? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Maybe it would have done something. I don't know. I just feel like it's too predictable. Because like as soon as all you have to do is walk in front of the first officer, and you'll have an idea. Oh, he just walked over my water. Okay. And that's kind of the idea. I don't know. I also never really play first officer, so maybe I'm underrating. Maybe I'm underrating his ability. Yeah. Dungeon is here. Knight is so brain dead. I think if you go an actual like good survivor, like if you went something like Perfumer, people are sleeping on Perfumer against Naiad as well. They don't know how to use Perfumer against Naiad. Perfumer is so nice because what you can do is you can keep walking in a straight line so you never get caught in a circle, and right as they return their harpoon, then you use your Perfumer and get to a pallet. Hopefully you stayed by a pallet while you're running away from the circle. Okay, that's fine. I don't think Hokage's dead on chair, so we can just work on the Cypher now. Wait, I forgot Mercenary's dead. Yeah, never mind. This game just got... Yeah, I don't think we're winning anymore. Sorry, I don't think we're tying. Gravekeeper! Gravekeeper! Gravekeeper would be doing so good against Naya. Because you do the same thing with Gravekeeper. You would do the same thing with Gravekeeper. You would keep running in a straight line away from this away from the circle she's trying to create. And then right as she returns her harpoon, you can dig down because she doesn't have enough time to hit you before you dig down completely. We have to go for this. The plan right now is to try to prime the Cypher and then rescue with my tie turner watch. Maybe if she's gonna be foolish enough to let me. Can we do this? Yeah, we can still rescue. We can still rescue, but it's gonna come at the cost of me not being able to stay alive. Dungeon was right there too. Blue acting really sussy right now. I sleep on you? What's up? That's very concerning. That is very concerning, sir. Yeah. I'm having a great time this rank session, guys. We haven't won a single match. I think that's enough rescuer for today. Because we're not gonna win when I keep going rescuer. Wow, now this is a nice map for Perfumer. Oh yes. Is that really blue? I mean, we could check. I think we could check. Does anyone know how to check? Yeah, that's blue race car, alright. That's definitely blue race car. You will win. I don't think we're winning. Maybe we can win. Okay, why did I say that? That is so depressing of me. I'm actually just assuming we're gonna lose now. It's like you changed the stream name to Pain. Guarantee 1 million views. We have Hokage playing Doctor. Psyche C badge lucky. It's strange because all I did was like play 3 lucky guy games. I've won all 3, and then I get a C badge for lucky guy. You hate Blue Rays, you killed me as Naya. Naya's a good hunter. Naya is a good hunter now. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Naya is actually a really good hunter now. Honestly, it's mostly because of her second ability getting a buff. Now she can end her dash when she wants, so that she's not going out of control. She can actually like control it and be able to hit you with water. Oh no, this is not a good spawn. I do not like this spawn one bit. I think we're probably getting chased first, so I better gird up. Hunter change target. Is this like a Dream Witch? I think it's a Dream Witch. So, okay, so we see... Yeah, it's a Dream Witch. Okay, so we see the robot. Okay, what does this mean exactly? This means that a survivor spawned next to us outside a shed. Okay, but what else does that mean? Because a survivor spawned with us at shed, that means it's either one of 2 spawns. It's either the hunter got spawned at ruins, or they got spawned at bad corner. So if you guys don't know key spawns, like if you get a spawn that's not a key spawn, you can use your other teammates' spawns to figure out where did the hunter spawn. Now, unfortunately, since I got a really awkward spawn, I spawned way farther from the pal than normal. I didn't get to see it right away, so I didn't get to really decide where to transition. Either way, if you see someone else spawn outside of shed, don't even transition, guys. I see this, a lot of people do this, like they spawn at shed and they try to transition to ruins, or they try to transition to back corner. You guys know how many times I've died or taken free hits because I run right into the hunter? I found that the best way is to just stay at shed. Because shed is already a very good kiting area. Why would you leave it? There's no point. There's no point of leaving it. Because what shed does is shed allows you to transition to hospital using this window for a boost when you need to kite at shed. And it's a really good kiting place. There's really no need to transition. You just kind of have to accept that the hunter's going to find you no matter what. Unless someone on your team told you the key spawn. But most likely, if you're playing rank match, you won't know the key spawn. But it is helpful to know at least where's the hunter spawning so you don't run into them. And in that situation, the best thing to do is stay at shed. Because I don't want to transition and then risk running right into the hunter. I'd rather take the safe kite at shed and then transition to hospital. That would be the safe decision. Thankfully, we're going to get a perfect rescue from Miki. Perfect rescue. Right before half. It couldn't get any better than that. So I will ping Miki. He can follow me and we can remove that leech together. Because I did pick up a leech remover. I made sure to pick it up before I left. Unfortunately, there is a leech right here. Hopefully that leech runs away. Oh no, I'm gonna get leeched actually. Yeah, I'm gonna get leeched. It's inside a hospital. Okay, so I need Miki to ping me one more time. The hunter's near me, unfortunately. Oh no, Miki died because of my leech. That's usually how Dream Witch is. Like, people take free hits because of a random leech. We're not even gonna be able to heal him because his leech is on the way. I don't even have Tide Turner. But since Miki's gonna get picked up, we have to rescue, is the problem. That's the issue here, is that we have to rescue. But are we even gonna make this? We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Yeah, I have to let her go. This really sucks. That was scary. The only reason I was so stressed out is because I'm worried the game was gonna count that as a terror shock. In my heart, I know it shouldn't count. I know it shouldn't count as a terror shock. I'm just scared that to the game it's gonna count as a terror shock. I know in my heart. I'm so romantic. I'm such a poetic person. It's gonna be very hard to come back this game now. We had a mercenary on chair just now. He probably had to use a few elbow pads to get away. And I'm probably getting chased right now from the other side. That really sucks. I got the classic cannot use item. Yes, don't you guys love it when you get that message, cannot use item? That's my favorite. She's probably gonna blink me right here, and there's nothing I can even do about it. Oh, here we go. That doesn't count, sir. I'm not perfuming back when it doesn't count. Oh no, we're not getting away from this. Maybe we can still get away, actually. Maybe we can still get away. Please! Yes! Yes, we got away! How long we'll get away? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. How long? Yo! Window boost! Window boost! Window boost! Get away! Get away! Oh, how is this working? I'm actually a genius. Oh, that was amazing. That worked out perfect. Oh, yeah. Oh, who said Perfumer's not good? Oh, please don't blink me. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, there's nothing we can do about that. We're cornered. You see, Perfumer is such an underrated character. If you thought Gravekeeper was underrated, guys, for those that thought Gravekeeper was underrated, oh, I'm getting chaired in basement. I thought I was getting chaired at the... I looked away and I thought I'm getting... Well, we were losing anyway, but... Man. Dude, even if you're damaged as perfumer, do not sleep on those perfumes. Do not sleep on the perfumes, even when you're damaged. Even when you're damaged and you just vaulted the pallet and you didn't have time to perfume because they literally just barely got the hit on you before you had a chance to react. Do not sleep on those perfumes. They are just so good in some situations. Is this really happening? Am I really getting body blocked? Okay, here's what's gonna have to happen. We are literally just gonna have to let Miki die. We can't rescue that. We can't rescue that. And so now, we're just gonna have to play the long game. And hopefully we'll be able to kite the hunter and get to dungeon. Hokage. I guess I'm removing it myself. Yeah, hunters near us. Yeah, well, we know at least which direction she's coming from, because she just graffitied. Okay. No footsteps. Oh man, the hunter's not chasing me? Come on. Right before I go open the gate, I'm gonna go see if Miki has some elbow pads left. I forgot to check when he was next to me. Let's see if he had elbow pads. Yes, he did. Alright. So this might be able to get us a dungeon escape. Do not sleep on elbow pads late game. Guys, just the moral of the story is don't sleep on any item in this game. Don't sleep on any item in this game. It is... Oh, even if it's not for the design, even if it's not for the same purpose that it was designed for, you could still get some sweet value. Psyche, why do you remove your leech instead of priming it? That's a good question. I just didn't want Hokage to die to it randomly. If it was like a tournament match, I would consider just like not removing it and priming it. But in case she blinks, the problem with Dream Witch is I just have to use it right away in case she blinks. Okay, she's just gonna do that. Are we dead here? Yeah, I forgot I used this palace, so we're dead here. Yeah, we're dead here. We're dead here. We're dead here. I should have went to that pallet. I should have went to that pallet, but the problem is if I go to that pallet, I'm done for. I can't transition from there. She's just gonna leech from one side and then corner me from the other. Okay, then Psyche, I won't sleep on syringe. Maybe you should sleep on syringe. You can sleep on that one. Go sleep on syringe. I wouldn't mind at all. You can poke the hunter's eyeball with syringe. Petition for a new doctor ability. Do you guys know the trait in Dead by Daylight? There's a different game called Dead by Daylight that's just like Identity 5. In fact, Dead by Daylight inspired the creation of Identity 5. In that game, there's a trait that's called Decisive Strike. Decisive Strike lets you free yourself from the hunter when you're in balloons, or in that game when the hunter's carrying you. Okay, all you have to do is hit a calibration. How about for Doctor? Give Doctor an ability where when the hunter picks you up, you have an option to stab the hunter with your syringe, but you lose the syringe. What do you guys think about that? Sign me up for an Identity 5 developer. Sign me up! Sign me up! I could make this game so much better. Dude, actually changing the meta. Actually giving Spectator a purpose. You guys know how long Spectator's been useless? Spectator's been useless since the beginning of the game. Just do it. Just give Doctor the ability to, when they pick you up, have the option to hit a calibration to, sort of like Black Wuchang. You guys know how on Black Wuchang, when the Black Wuchang hits you with the bell, you have to hit a calibration? It used to be a lot harder. But then they nerfed Wuchang, so it's way easier, so now you like, if you ever miss it, it's probably because you're trying to drop a powder or vault a window or something. But if like, for me, if I'm ever trying to actually hit it, it's much easier now. Even before the nerf, it was already, if you had some practice with it, it already wasn't that bad to hit it. Why don't you just hit the hunter with the toolbox? Not quite the same thing. Honestly, leave Gardener as is. Give Doctor the exciting stuff. Gardener's boring. Man, that would... I wonder if that would make Doctor viable. That would be a good question. Okay, we're Perfumer against the wheel. This is awesome. Hopefully I don't screw this up. I gotta gird up. Because as a Perfumer, hunters aren't afraid to chase Perfumer these days. Back then, when everyone and their mom used the Perfumer, when she first came out, Perfumer was a very feared survivor. And she still should be feared. She still should be feared, but people don't know how to take advantage of the perfumes with full health and without full health. You gotta know how to take advantage of both when you're in both health states. Okay, so here's the strategy with Perfumer against Wheel. This is gonna be our strategy. We have these windows right. When the hunter rolls up to us, when they roll up to us, we're gonna use one perfume to get rid of a spike. And then we're gonna vault the windows. And the windows should be able to last us another 10 seconds, maybe even longer, if we're doing a good job at baiting the hunter and not getting fooled. And so then we can perfume that spike away when we get in trouble. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have been commentating. That was a very... Man, that calibration was literally at the left side of the screen. But yeah, this is gonna be our plan. And hopefully, if we get chased... Well, now that we're not getting chased first... I like how I give this whole plan of what I'm gonna do and I don't even get chased first. That would be too OP? Oh, come on, guys. That would not be OP if Doctor was able to stab the hunter out of balloons. If you guys want like a reference to like what this will look like, if the Doctor will be able to stab the hunter with the syringe one time, and then after that she loses the syringe, okay? So it's not like she can keep healing after that, okay? Okay, so just so we're clear, you lose the syringe after you stab the hunter. At that point, the syringe is broken. You like needles. You have to be delicate with syringes. If you randomly stab it into someone, it's probably gonna break inside of it. So it would only make sense if it broke when you stab the hunter with it. But I honestly like if you guys want a reference to what it will look like, go search up Dead by Daylight Decisive Strike. And I mean, maybe there's a YouTube video on it. At least, hopefully, there will be an example of it. I don't know if it's going to be like a 1-minute clip or like a 10-minute game. But I'm sure there's an example of it. And what it does is like you free yourself from the hunter. And like you have some time to run away because the hunter is stunned from, from you stabbing him. I could go rescue, but I don't have full presence. I don't have Tide Turner. Usually mechanics have Tide Turner. That's why I don't take Tide Turner on. That's why I usually don't take Tide Turner on Perfumer. Oh, I don't know how that didn't count. Does anyone know how that spike didn't count that one time? Like it literally went right through me. Only the full presence counted. Come on, Hokage, use the ball. No, go towards the window. I wish she went towards the window because if she went towards the window, she'll still survive. Never mind. She's alive still. She's alive still. I didn't know if she was gonna make it. Alright. So, we're doing fine. We're actually doing pretty good. We're down to the last cipher. Hokage's already, I don't know if Hokage's gonna be able to live. Okay. Here's the game plan. The hunter's probably gonna go after the cipher that's shaking right now. So the game plan is for me to stay here and just work on this cipher. If the hunter comes after me, I'll be very confused. But if they're smart, they'll drop a peeper here and then they'll leave me, which is exactly what happened. So there we go. Hunter changed. No, Hunter's back here. What? Honestly, I did that just in case she uses full presence. We should still be able to live here. Yep. Here's the dumb thing about Wheel. We're probably gonna die right here. Yeah, because the trap comes back way too fast. It's not fair. She actually missed the trap. Dude, I can't believe that's kind of annoying because I'm over here assuming the hunter's playing well and they're playing badly and I'm getting punished for it because I'm assuming they're playing well. I could have just ran into that pallet brainlessly and I actually would have lived. Alright, she's coming towards me. We got her ready up. Gird those loins, fellas. The hunter doesn't have detention. That's important to know. Do we have any pallets here, or are we just done? Are we just done for? Oh no, there is a pallet here. Whew, I'm glad I didn't go for that pallet. I knew that pallet was dropped. That's why I went for the window. When the pallet is dropped, the window becomes very good. When the pallet is dropped. Alright, so that pallet is also dropped. We're just gonna go around. If she breaks this pallet, let's see what she's gonna do. She's just going to do this. So we should have enough boost to still run away. Unless she traps me right here, which would be so dumb. That'll be so broken. Yeah, but thankfully it didn't count. Okay, let's see what she does. That was a good trap. I gotta give him that. Alright. We're getting out with a tie because thankfully we got a good kite at the end. Alright. That was a good kite at the end. Really, as long as you can kite 20 seconds so your teammates can get out, that's the goal. I'm actually very confused why the hunter came for me specifically. Because 2 people were on the first station side of the map. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess out of everyone on the team, the hunter doesn't know where mechanic is, so he doesn't want to waste time searching for mechanic. And you know, he doesn't want to chase a mercenary either, because mercenary, if a mercenary has elbow pads, it's gonna kite him very well. So he probably went after me because he knew I didn't have any. He knew I only had 1 perfume left, so I was probably the easiest target. But thankfully for us, we managed to live. He didn't knock us down very quickly at all, so we managed to get our teammates out, and yeah. I died for them, but that's besides the point. The Will brothers who? I only know the Will sisters. I can relate with that. I only know the Will sisters. Will brother who? I don't know a Will brother. I only know the Will sisters. Okay. The joke is that I always call the wheel a she. It's supposed to be a he, but I always call it a she. Okay. Maybe it's just me, but can anyone else agree with me? Doesn't the laughing sound like a bunch of old ladies? Doesn't it sound like a bunch of old hags? Just like, oh! Like they're mocking you, they're probably like riding on the CTA bus right next to you. You're walking to school and you trip over a crack in the sidewalk and then this random CTA bus passes by. Like, oh! For those that don't know, CTA is like it's the transportation system here in Chicago. They run the buses, they run the trains. There's also the metro. But they sound like old men? Nah. They don't sound like old men. They sound like a bunch of old hags. Okay, this is not a key spawn, but look to your left. Do you see the hunter shadow on the left? Yes, we do, and it's a naiad. Okay, so we are rotating the heck. You see, guys? You don't have to get key spawn to know where the hunter spawned. You just need to know where to look. If you know where to look, that's the most important thing. And oh, this is awesome. We are playing Perfumer. Hopefully I can try to give you guys a good example of how you would kite Naiad as Perfumer. Unfortunately, right now, my goal is to just rotate the hunter. So, if I have to kite, I will kite, but right now I'm just rotating. Because rotating is the more efficient thing to do here. Shoot. Never mind. Alright. That's fine. So the next time she gets her water ability back, we're just gonna do the same thing. Yep, she used her harpoon. She used her harpoon, so I'm leaving. Okay. So we do have to watch out because she does get her dash back. We do have to watch out. There's the blink. That was a very bad foul. If the hunter just swung a little bit later, it actually would have worked out, but that's unfortunate. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna keep doing this, actually. Oh no, we're kind of screwed now. I screwed up. If only, man, if she didn't send that owl, that actually would have been a good fight. Unfortunately, Blink doesn't do a good job of perfuming if you already used your perfume. Man. Is this the Naya that doesn't know she can just charge her harpoon so that she doesn't have to wait on the animation every time? That's strange. Hunter changed target. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna matter because Naya has such good mobility now that I'm probably just gonna die right away because Miki was really far away. Alright, I don't know if we can still survive. No, we can't still survive. The most we can do is we can just run away so we don't die next to our teammates. Man, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. If we got a good owl, we actually would have made that work. And I don't know why. We're really far behind on decode. We are really far behind on decode. We're like getting the equivalent of like a 30-second kite here when we're looking at these ciphers. That makes no sense. We got a lot of time to decode. Just considering the amount of time the Hunter had to waste trying to find me, and then they had to blink me, and then they had to waste more time trying to knock me down. Unfortunately, I didn't do a good job at the end there because she got a basic hit on me. I screwed up there. Please survive. Oh. As long as Mechanic doesn't die, I'm fine. Because we really just need me to be the distraction. I don't know why we're at 3 ciphers. We should be at like 2 or 1 ciphers right now. There is 1 cipher. Okay. Where's the second one? Or technically 4th one. We should be able to tie this game. At the very least, we are going to tie this game. As long as everyone at the end of this game plays well, we should be able to tie this game. You just kind of had to accept. This is just something you had to accept. If the Hunter is using Blink, it's very, very difficult to get a win. Because Blink was made to tie games. Blink was specifically designed to get a free hit on the survivor so that it's way harder for them to win. That way, if you find an actual survivor that knows how to kite, you won't be in trouble. You'll at least be able to knock them down with your ability after blinking them. But you see, now the Hunter's kind of screwed up. Because they have Blink. Their tray was Blink, but look what's happening now. Now what's happening is that the Hunter cannot possibly control both ciphers at the same time. They can't just water one cipher and teleport to the other. So they're gonna have a hard time defending both ciphers. And in the late game, they're gonna have to switch to trump card, which means at that point they're not gonna have the Blink to knock someone down quickly and then hopefully kill another person later. This should be a tie by all means. It's like I said, it's very difficult to win if the Hunter has tied. Even if you're not playing Perfumer, it's still really difficult because everyone says, "Oh, Blink counters Perfumer, so you can't perfume anymore, and you're at half health." For starters, perfume is still good when you're at half health as long as you use it correctly, right? And like you make sure to use the perfume when you're next to a pallet or a window, so if you switch positions, you're not immediately dead. Unfortunately, in my case, there was really nothing I could do when I got rescued off of the chair. Beautiful chair hit by Miki. Well, by the Hunter, technically. So, even if I wasn't playing Perfumer, guys, you have to remember, even if I didn't play Perfumer, I would probably go down there as well. Because you would probably use a few abilities before then, and then after that, you would get Blink most likely. So that's usually how it goes. Yikes. I don't know if Yumi is just lagging, but I feel like that should not have counted. I feel like they should have walked a little bit farther away from the window in time, so that wouldn't have counted. Unfortunately, since we did not get a good late game kite, we're probably not going to be able to win. Or we're not going to be able to tie, most likely. Oh! Teleport to the wrong gate. Great game sense from HOKAGE. Got off the gate because she was predicting the teleport. The Hunter's probably going to go check on the chair now because you don't want to risk a rescue, especially when a mercenary has elbow pads on the team. Yep. Hunter is checking on chair. It's too risky not to check on chair. I don't know if we'll make it still. We still might not make it. This is rough. I don't know if we can make this still. The Hunter just needs one more dash. They just need one more dash and we're not going to make it out. Oh yes! With the boost we might make it out. Oh no, but now... Yeah. it really all comes down to the first Kai. Sorry, not. It comes down to two things. The first Kai has to be good enough for a tie, and the last Kai needs to be good enough for a tie. If we don't get either, we're not gonna win, or we're not gonna tie. So yeah. That's kind of why I don't play. That's why I tend not to play Mechanic on Lakeside or Moonlit, because it's very risky. Taking Mechanic early game is very risky because the pallets are so spread apart, so are the windows, so you're not always going to get a good window boost if you're using broken windows. And if you get found late game, it's going to be really hard lasting 20 seconds, because at that stage of the game, you're probably getting teleported on, you're probably getting surprise attacked, you're not going to be in the most optimal position as Mechanic. And on Moonlit and Lakeside, that really matters because there's very few optimal positions. So that's just something to remember when you play Mechanic. It's just a risk you take. But it is up to preference, you know. And when I play Mechanic on Lakeside or Moonlit, that's a risk I accept. The most important thing is, like, you just last 20 seconds. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah. Honestly, I do feel like Yumi lagged a little bit on that window, because I feel like she should have gotten off the window a little bit sooner, so it wouldn't have counted as a hit. That just barely counted as a hit through that window. Just barely. But, yeah. That's unfortunate. Playing Mechanic is playing on hard mode? I'm surprised no one's playing Mechanic when it's Hospital. Dude, Hospital's probably Mechanic's best map, I would say, because you could just be a Mechanic and hide in Hospital early game. So I would definitely like to have a Mechanic on Hospital if I did it. We played First Officer. This is a very important spawn, guys. If you get force spawn, it's either double doors inside of Hospital or statue. Either way, you're probably gonna get chased first. So what I like to do is I like to take this route in the back. It's a Wu Chang. Okay. So if it's a Wu Chang, he clearly doesn't have any specific target in mind. His goal is to just surprise anyone. And, it doesn't seem like he got anyone. Maybe he didn't switch yet. Maybe he just dropped an umbrella but didn't switch. The reason I'm not doing front gate ciphers because it's a Wu Chang. If I get teleported on, a perfume probably won't be able to save me. Like, I'll perfume, yes, but I'm probably not gonna be able to make it to a pallet in time before I get hit again. That's one thing you have to remember about Perfumer. You are not safe. You are never safe as Perfumer. You need to perfume when you're next to a pallet. Or, like, window sometimes, but window is risky because they can terror shock you if you go for it. So I would not suggest window spot. You really need a pallet, something you don't have to vault, and something that you have to reach. If it's a slow attacking hunter, like we're talking Photographer, Blood Queen, and there's a few others, but if you are against a slow attacking hunter, White Wu Chang is another example. If the Wu Chang is in white form, I don't have to perfume. I could just hold on to my perfume until I see them swing and then I perfume. But because the Wu Chang starts in white form and he switches to black form, I cannot do that. It's not possible to humanly react to a swing from a black Wu Chang as Perfumer. So you have to perfume early. And if you perfume early, you won't be able to bait out the hit so that you have time to run away. If you don't bait out the hits, have time to run away, they're going to follow you. If they're going to follow you, you need to be next to a pallet so that when your perfume runs out, you're ready. So these are all precautions I'm taking. This is just game sense, basic game sense. Based off the hunter and based on your survivor, where should you decode the cipher? And in this case, that's why I'm not decoding front gate, because the hunter is going to be black Wu Chang in this case. At this point, it's up in the air which form he teleports on me, since we're later in the game. I thought he was going to rescue. I guess not. That's fine. That's fine. He doesn't have to rescue Basement. It wasn't a good Kai. But he teleported on me, so now would be a good time to rescue. Because this is a chance to get a free rescue. Coordinator says she's coming, but Mercenar's already on the way. I don't know though. Mickey didn't ping. I think he would ping if he went for it. I think he would ping. I don't think he would forget. I think he forgot. Yeah, he forgot to ping. That's alright. That's right. He still got the rescue off anyway. It's just helpful to ping so that our coordinator wouldn't waste her time walking to the chair. Not that she would make it. She wouldn't make it anyway. Did Psyche update the counter? I think we did. I mean, 9 wins. It's been 1 hour and 35 minutes of ranked, and we got 9 games in so far. That's pretty average for 1 hour and 35 minutes of ranked. So I think it's up to date. Obviously, I had to double check, but if I just look at the total games so far, it makes sense. It makes sense that we would be at 9 games so far, and this is the 10th game. So did he just straight up lose, Lawyer? No, he's still cutting a shed. Unfortunately, Hokage did not cut out a shed, so that's another basement. Oh no, it's not. Okay, here's the good news. We have a perfumer. Oh, I forgot it was after half. We're not gonna vault that because he's probably gonna switch positions on me. Oh wait, this pallet is used. Okay, we're gonna use the perfume right as he bells me. No! I didn't think that was a hit. Sorry guys, that was my bad. I should have perfumed back. I didn't think that was a hit. I'm such an idiot. Don't play like me. That is so embarrassing. I played perfumer for 2 years and I make it look like I started her just today. That was bruh moment. There's no way he already has his umbrella back. I'm not getting off this cipher yet. Oh, that hurts though. That hurts. Now he has his umbrella. Dude, that actually should have been fine. That should have been fine, but you guys see, the pallets were broken, to my surprise. I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this pallet, right? No, pallet's broken. Nah, fam, pallet's broken. Oh, we're not in a good spot now. We're in a vaulting situation. Can we still make this? I don't know. He's probably gonna charge attack here. Yes, so we predicted that. I don't know if we can dodge this though. Yeah, we can't dodge that. Oh no, Cypher's just barely primed. Man, it would make a world of difference if those pallets were there. If those pallets were there, I wouldn't have had to use my perfume. And if I didn't have to use my perfume, I just safely dropped the pallet, and then my mistake wouldn't even have even existed at that point. But since both those pallets were destroyed when I vaulted that, when I went around that window, I'm like, okay, this ruins my plan. That is a very questionable teleport. Now he does not have that for late game. Wait, why is the coordinator going for the rescue instead of a mercenary? We're not even going to be able to get the rescue off because he just has instant recovery. Why did they send a coordinator? A coordinator can't do the rescue. The recovery is too fast. Even with a pop. Dude, switch out the Cypher with the mercenary and have the mercenary go rescue. She has a gun. I know she has a gun, but it's too risky. There's too many walls in this area. And that's exactly what happened. If you use the gun, you hit the wall. If you don't use the gun, you can't rescue. So, let's look at it this way. If the coordinator didn't shoot, she would never be able to rescue because the hunter's always sitting behind a wall. And if she did shoot, if she shoots, the hunter's just gonna hide behind a wall. That made no sense to send the coordinator there. We're no matter what not gonna get that bullet off. Yeah, that's a game sense decision that just like boom. Ejected out of the airship. Coordinator going up in space with me. That's like a game sense decision that you have to know. Like, don't send in. If there's a mercenary on your team, just go send in the mercenary. Don't send anyone at half health. It makes no sense. If all the people are at half health, but you have a mercenary on your team, go for the mercenary. doesn't make any sense to have the coordinator go rescue. Or anyone for that matter. Doctor, lawyer, thief, gardener, magician, perfumer, mechanic, forward, mindset, cowboy, dancer. Anyone who cannot take more than one hit from a hunter should not go rescue in that situation. The only person who could was mercenary. So, that hurt. That hurt. I'm actually really salty about that. The pallets were gone. I made a mistake with my perfume. And then, like, yeah. Does Psyche have a Twitch? I do not. I stream on YouTube. I don't think streaming on Twitch is a good idea. Because the main reason I got popular was because of YouTube. So if I'm going to stream, it should be on YouTube because that's where my demographic is, you know. That's where my viewers are. I would probably not get as many people on Twitch because probably half the people who have ever watched my channel wouldn't even know that I had a Twitch because they probably would have only watched my rescue guide and a few other guides, and that's it. Oh, by the way, this is a key spawn, so Hunter spawns ruins. I literally was about to walk into the Hunter, and I almost forgot that this is a key spawn. So I'm in a really bad position. He's probably just gonna feast or tentacle this. This is a bad position to be in. Oh, no, he's not gonna get a tentacle in time. Oh, this is huge. This is huge. We have a very free kite now. Let's see what the Hunter does. Okay, the Hunter drops down the hole. Alright. We're gonna drop this pallet. Okay, I think he's going around. So I'm gonna go around as well. You gotta be careful when you're looping in hospital because some hunters tend to ignore the hole and go down the stairs. Or they go somewhere else. You guys see, that was an itemless kite. I didn't even have to use a single perfume out of hole. Because I had distance, and I knew I didn't need to use it quite there and then yet. And the moment I need it, the perfect time I need to use it, then I use it down a hole, and then boom. Hunter's in a lot of trouble, so... Hospital. My favorite map by far for survivors. When I play Survivor, this is by far my favorite map. And the fact they added this pallet there is so broken. It used to be that if you spawn on this side of the map, you were donezo, because you didn't have any good areas to work with. This is a bad area. That's a bad area. That's an okay area, but you kind of get cornered. You get cornered on this side of the map. Very, very quickly. If the hunter knows what they're doing, you can get cornered here on this side of the map, whether you're at forest or in front of birdcage. The fact that they added this pallet there, make it so survivors are no longer cornered here. So this is a buff for survivors early game. And this is a buff for survivors as long as that pallet is still there. Once the pallet is used, it's no longer a buff for survivors. It's a nerf for survivors. But overall, I would say this is a buff for survivors. Because you guys would have seen that if it weren't for that pallet, I would not have a flawless kite like that. I would probably have to use some other pallets. I would have to be more inefficient. I would probably have to use a perfume to counter his tentacle so that I can transition away from the tentacle, and also that way he can't hit me with a basic attack. There's a lot of reasons that this is a buff for survivors. And it's just a free transition. It's so good for so many reasons. It works out. It's amazing for survivors, and yeah, don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Do survivors hear the blink sound or when you fake blink? They hear both. They hear both the fake blink and the real blink. So here's the nice thing. Here's the nice thing about Hunter. If you want to... Oh, this is something I've theorized. If I ever main Hunter, I'm gonna do this. Let's say you're about to get a free hit on a survivor, and you won't need the blink, but they're at half health and you just want to make it sound like you use the blink. Hold the blink, cancel it so that the survivors hear the blink sound, because they do hear the fake blink, and then hit the survivor down so that the rescuer will get surprise blink terror shock on the rescue, or it can surprise blink someone on a window or a pallet. It's just a theory. It's just a theory. I'm not a Hunter main, but if you're ever playing in a rank match, where people don't have easy communication with each other. No teleport. I mean, he did just use a blink, so he won't have the teleport right away just yet. But I'm pretty sure he's coming to the cipher right now, so I have to get off. No one is pinging anything. Okay, there we go. That is what I expected. So that's what I called it, by the way. Feaster's gonna come to me. I wanted to destroy that tentacle because I didn't know if he was gonna chase me or not, but it looks like he is chasing me, so... we're gonna try to save this pallet right here. Because this pallet is really good. I want to save her for late game. I'm just gonna use the hose for now. But we are gonna need to decode another cipher machine. Never mind, Mickey's getting chased. So as a result, we are gonna go back to my cipher. Oh, sorry, that's not Miki. That's Yumi. Make this tentacle spawn in a useless position. Yep, that's a pretty useless position. Oh no, I'm getting a debuff. Never mind. This sucks. This really sucks because he's just gonna tentacle this pallet. I'm not gonna be able to get a... Oh, he screwed up. Okay, so we're gonna do this. That area is a dead end. We're probably not gonna be able to survive there. I'm predicting he puts a tentacle in there. Yep. That does not count as a hit. We're gonna transition to statue. The goal here, actually we're not gonna be able to because he's going around. The goal here is to just stall. We're just stalling. Where's the tentacle? Okay, the tentacle's over there. I got scared. That was a really bad perfume. That was not perfect. In fact, I might get hit here because of that. Thankfully, I didn't. It would have really sucked if I got hit because of that. That was a really bad perfume. Okay, thankfully it won't matter. My perfume was really slow. Okay. So we have to do this. Now we're in a bad position. I screwed up. We should be able to pop that cipher though, regardless. I'll just hold on to this last perfume. We're gonna fake out the hunter. Yep, it worked. Please, what game? Okay. That's unfortunate, but oh well, it happens. Hunter has detention. Hopefully he doesn't have a tentacle. We're taking a gamble. Does he have a tentacle? He does. Oh, he screwed it up. Yo, we could get a dungeon escape. We can get a dungeon escape. He's going around though. He's probably going around. Yo, we can make it. Okay, back to hospital. He screwed up another tentacle. This hunter's messing up a lot of tentacles, I'm noticing. He's probably going around. Yep. I don't know if dungeon is there. I don't want to take the risk. Let's see what he does. Okay, he probably... No, he screwed it up again. Okay, so we're just gonna split off. Okay, this should confuse the hunter. 2 in 3 chance. Statistically, we should be able to get dungeon here. Oh, he may have just straight up lost me, actually. Yep, dungeon's here. Dungeon's here. Dungeon is here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now that is why Perfumer is amazing on Hospital. Don't sleep on Perfumer. Don't sleep on Perfumer. Now that is what I'm talking about. That is our first win of the day. We worked really hard. We worked really hard for that one win. And that was with a dungeon escape. That was not like a clean win at all. We had to get a dungeon escape to win that. I wish we... I don't like games like that. Honestly, we shouldn't need dungeon, but when we need dungeon like that, may as well take it. I just wish the game was cleaner. When the Feaster broke that pallet, I want you guys to remember this. When the hunter breaks that specific pallet on that specific site in ruins on hospital, and if they have specifically faster pallet breaking, I know that's a lot of specifics, and there's specifically a hunter that doesn't have easy mobility to catch up to you, go for hospital. Now in that case, I only went for hospital because if I don't go for hospital, there's no way I'm getting a dungeon escape. I have to go for hospital and I have to hope that either I can dodge the tentacle, or he misplaces it, or he puts it too far to the left so I can go on the right, or he puts it too far on the right so I can go on the left. That's what I was looking for, because if I don't go for it, we're not going to get a win. I'm not going to be able to get to a dungeon. But Hospital is so strong. Hospital is so strong that if you think like the Hunter, don't get fooled by the Hunter. Think like the Hunter, make sure you're not gonna randomly run into them if they're not following you. If they're not following you, if you don't see them fall down the hole with you, they're probably going around. So get out of Hospital, it confuses them, it makes them lose track of you, then they kind of, the more you start predicting them, and the more they get scared that you're gonna get to a gate. So then they're being really defensive with the gate. They don't want to take risk. I think this is a statue spawn. Yep, that's a statue spawn. The Hunter is a Naiad. I was just taking a guess. I was just taking a guess. I didn't actually know if it was a statue spawn. But like, given my spawn, there's a possibility that it's statue spawn. That's why I checked. Technically, it wasn't statue spawn. It was beside statue. So technically, it wasn't statue. But it's, you know, close enough. Surprisingly, the Hunter went the opposite direction I was expecting them to go. Usually, Hunters go to Birdcage, not to Ruins. So I'm very surprised that I saw the Hunter go towards the Ruins side. That's very surprising. Most Hunters go towards Birdcage. I suppose he didn't go to Birdcage because the Hunter knows Birdcage is very strong now, with the pallet being there. But Psyche, I am the Hunter, so what do? You're kind of done for once they get in Hospital. Like, you have to play the mind games. You have to play the mind games and hope the survivor won't predict you. This is how Identity 5 has always been. Identity 5 has always been a survivor game. It's always been in favor of the survivors. Even with the OP Hunters they release, if the survivors predict the Hunter, then the Hunters are at the mercy of the survivors. If the survivors play perfect, then the survivor is usually going to be the one who wins. If both sides play perfect, usually the survivor will get out. Now, sometimes the survivor can play perfect, but they weren't in a good area, you know? They could play perfect, but if they're not in a good area, it won't matter. And so there's a lot of ways this could go. But usually, a survivor will be smart enough to know where to decode so it's safe, meaning that no matter who you chase, no matter what cater you chase, they'll be in a safe area, and no matter what rescuer you chase, they'll be able to kite you because they have broken abilities. But you know, typically rescuers decode the more dangerous ciphers, because if you try to chase them, you can't. They're just gonna run away from you. They're a football and elbow pad and pocket watch. But we have a really good game going so far. HOKAGE gave us a really nice kite. Unfortunately, we haven't started a new cipher yet. We're wasting a lot of time. We need to start our last cipher. I don't think the first officer can. Oh wait, first officer went to rescue. I don't know if the mercenary can. She might have used the puddle. Hopefully first officer switches off with mercenary. And that way we can continue our progress. Oh no, first officer's working on a new machine? Well, I don't know how much it depends how much progress mercenary got. I don't know. Unfortunately, now my cipher's gonna be the one drowning in water. Thankfully, because my cipher is ahead in decode, it does not matter as much. In fact, why didn't the Hunter throw her harpoon? Why did he throw it like that? Because now they have to go all the way around. That's fine. That's fine. It really doesn't matter. Because of the way she threw the harpoon, it's not going to count. Now it will count, actually, so... that sucks. Yeah, now I can't decode that. Most people would have probably walked into that, and they probably would have taken the hit as Perfumer right there. Oh yeah, she hit the chair. I don't know how that happens. They just hit the chair. So the water should disappear right about now. Hello? Disappear? Okay, I overestimated. I actually would have taken a hit there. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pop these ciphers. Because my cipher was so behind. No. First, Miki's cipher is behind anyway, so even if I had more time, I wouldn't pop mine. Okay, so unfortunately, because our last ciphers started being worked on too late, it's not gonna matter. That's very unfortunate. So that's all the way surrounding us. Let's make sure to leave the water. There we go. Hunters doesn't even want to chase me anymore. I don't know how I feel about that pop. I think the pop is fine because they didn't have their harpoon in their hand when it happened, so it's fine. Except that could happen. So we're gonna let First Officer decode that because First Officer is a stronger kiter than me late game. I know I said don't sleep on Perfumer late game. You know, don't sleep on Perfumer's perfumes even when she can't use them effectively to take damage. But, granted, both these... One of the pallets here is destroyed and the other is dropped, so... My perfumes wouldn't exactly do a whole lot. So, you're just gonna have to take the tie there. That's Saber. I don't know why Saber keeps dropping the harpoon on the ground. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it doesn't have to be far away. He doesn't have to throw the harpoon a mile away or anything. Or a kilometer away, depending where you're from. You guys might not know what a mile is. It doesn't have to be a mile, but it should be somewhere close to the chair where, like, you can make a triangle with the chair and the cipher. Maybe it's faster? Not sure. No, it's not faster. Every time you tap on the harpoon, it forces you in this animation. If you charge the harpoon and throw it, there is no animation. You can keep moving. That's why I'm so confused. Like, why is he always dropping it on the ground? Oh, did someone ask what birdcage is? Oh, by the way, what's our record so far? Let's go check out where we're at right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, game froze there a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses. We played First Officer at the beginning of the stream, for those wondering. And now I'm playing Perfumer now, because I think we have a better chance winning this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's 7. And then ties 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we actually lost the game somewhere in there. Yeah, we're having a really bad session. He's trying to get a dash hit. Well, then why not just throw the harpoon just a little bit farther away so you have more surface area to work with? Like, if you put it right on top of the chair, the survivor can just stay on, like, literally on the side of the harpoon. But if you put it completely, like, 5 meters away from the chair, now it's, like, completely denying the area all around the chair when you pick up the harpoon. Rather than if you just threw the harpoon in front of the chair, if you throw it on the side, it denies more area. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a mile away. It just has to be in a direction away from a cipher you want to control, and like it could be pretty close to the chair if you want. But like, if you're I hear you, Bunny, but if you're trying to do what you're saying, you would have to throw it via spear on the side of the survivor that you're targeting. Because you want to make a triangle. You ideally want to cover one side and then go on the other side with your harpoon and then bring it back. But if you throw it behind yourself, and then you make it a lot harder. Because then you have a lot more area to cover. It's just, I don't know. It covered the, oh well. Wow, this hunter's really getting screwed over. They still haven't found anybody. You guys saw that was a violinist. I'm very scared of a teleport right now. He would have used it already if he had a teleport. So I'm predicting blink our peepers, so we need to save our perfume for a blink if possible. But if I'm forced to use it, then that's better than not using it at all. And like taking a hit. Except Ripper. Ripper's the one hunter where if you get hit by his Foggy Blade, and like you're not gonna take a hit immediately, don't perfume back or else you're feeding him invisibility, and that just makes your kite after you took a hit so much harder. Because now he's invisible. Sometimes he won't even need the Foggy Blade in certain areas when he's invisible. Ripper is the one hunter in this game where when you drop a pallet and they hit you through it with a Foggy Blade, and you perfume down the other side, the same side as him, do not perfume back, else you just give him invisibility. This is assuming it's an early game kite, like they have 0 presence. There's no point of perfuming back. Because they're just gonna hit you and they're gonna get invisibility back. If you don't give him invisibility though, you force the next Foggy Blade, which you kind of be screwed anyway. But yeah, I hate Ripper. I mean, I think people are sleeping on Ripper, but that's another story. Like, if people keep going stuff like Prisoner, and you find Prisoner early game as Ripper, and you keep finding Prisoner early game as Ripper, dude, his stun does nothing against the Fly, but you're just gonna keep holding on to it until he gets a good shot at you, and then it's a free hit every 20 seconds. Should we heal? Focus on decoding, because he's targeting Hokage. If the Acrobat was on chair, I would heal him, but because the Hunter just wants anyone, like, they rather chase a lawyer than an Acrobat now that he got a hit on a lawyer. That's why I'm not hitting him. Yeah, see, and now we're gonna get some really good Cypher Rush now. Okay, there is a way this can backfire. If the Hunter teleports on Miki right now, he'll probably die right away, because he's not in a good area. But I think we already deduced that the Hunter doesn't have teleport. We already know he doesn't have teleport because they couldn't find a target for like a minute straight. Miki, you should really be dodging those. Okay, so Hunter has a peeper. That confirms it. That's okay. That's okay. We didn't need a perfect rescue. We just need a rescue. Okay, and I think we'll have Miki go away, decode the gate. Oh wait, actually, I should decode the gate because I'm the perfumer here. Okay, that I don't know if that's a good pop. I think with veteran bonus, Hokage should be able to live. Yeah, okay. If it was any other survivor that didn't have veteran bonus, I'd be worried. But because they have veteran bonus, I'm not as worried because it gives the survivor time to run away without getting hit by a basic hit. I don't know if we'll make it out. We should make it out. Mercenary's gonna make it out. I'm gonna make it out. We got a really good kite. I don't know if that was a good kite as much as it was like just good rotations. We got some really good rotations that game. Well, I'm glad we can end our last 2 games with a win. That was awesome. Yangchi. Well-known violinist main. Pretty good at what he does. Yeah, that's nice. Unfortunately, I was 1 star away from the next tier this whole stream. But all these losses made me kind of waste my time. I'm basically back where I started. Oh, it's alright. What matters is I can breakdance for you. What matters is we streamed and we had we made do with what we had. And if you guys learned anything from this stream, that's always the goal. Or you just want to relax. Maybe it's 4 a.m. for you. If you live in Asia, you can go to bed now, I suppose. Oh yeah, Psyche, Amori stream when? So for those who care, I do Amori streams right now. I'm playing Amori. We're gonna stream Amori this Saturday, exactly 2 days away from now. If you don't know the time zone, just 46 hours from now is when I'm gonna stream Amori. I'm gonna be doing a Saturday evening Amori stream. Last time I did it in the afternoon. This time I'm gonna do it in the evening. I want to see how that works out. Maybe more people prefer it in the evening over the afternoon. I'm not sure yet. So I just want to try it out. So I will stream Amori. What time? What time zone? I gotta give a time zone because some people won't be able to do the math. Plus 46 hours. So 46 hours away. That would be 20 o'clock EST time zone is when I'm going to stream Amori. So, oh wait, no, that's during rank. That's during rank. That's during rank. I can't do that. I can't do that because I'm probably gonna be ranking with some people. What time should we do it at? 18 o'clock EST. Let's do 18 o'clock EST. That is 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. New York time. Okay, so let's do that. Second more kiting guides when? I haven't had time to just get on those streams. I mean, technically I have, but when I just come home, I'm so tired already. I come home like 5 o'clock these days. Some days I get home at 4 o'clock, but right now I'm taking the bus. It's really, really bad. It's really bad. Hopefully when I start driving with a car, my dad's car, hopefully I'll be able to get home way sooner. I estimate, because right now the buses I'm taking and the train I'm taking, the train is fine, but the bus has some huge traffic. You know, I actually switched buses to a different road, and it's just as bad. It's just as bad on certain sections. It's just the traffic is in a different intersection is all than on the other bus I used to take. So This way, my new route, when I will go with my dad, he'll show me the new route. This new route should be going north, so I don't think as many people will be going north as to the city in the morning, so that's a good thing. I don't think there'll be as much traffic. Plus, the train is going north as well, so that's away from the city, away from everything. So that's really nice. I hope there will be less traffic. I don't know. I'm just logically, if we're looking at the city of Chicago, most people would probably be going towards Chicago in the morning and away from Chicago in the evening. I could be totally wrong, and maybe there's still traffic there anyway, but that's my theory. So yeah, hopefully we'll just do that one day. I'm just watching Psyche's friend request list expand. What the heck? Seer, ignore BKs, shake my head. BKs, yes, I'm on stream. Alright, guys. I didn't say bye to everyone before they left. Unfortunate. What is this? Looks like a lot of reading. I'll do that after the stream ends. That looks like a lot of reading. Movie buff treasure hunt. In the corner of box houses a scattered collection of film reels. Maybe there are a surprise inside. Is this another... no. Whoa. What is this? I see some A-skins here. Select or reward A costume? Hold up, we get to choose our A costume? Well, I already have that one. I think oh, what the heck? I don't own this? I don't own this already? Oh, it was probably like... Oh, yeah, it was probably from a ring sphere that I just so happened not to get. Pick 104. What is this? What's going on? Each reward can only be claimed once. Drawing 10 times guarantees a credit. How do you get this stuff? An attack. Each time we work... what is going on here? We need, I need sealing wax. Does that cost echoes? Does that cost echoes? The sealing wax costs echoes. Can be purchased with echoes. Yeah, that doesn't apply to me. I guess you're not getting that. Oh! Ooh. Yo, I got something. I got seal wax. Or wax seal, whatever it's called. Yo, we can draw something now. Okay, each reward can only be claimed once. What? We're gonna get the A tier right here. Let's go. Let's go. No. The trick to getting A tiers is to assume you won't get anything. We're not gonna get anything, okay? We're just gonna get a B tier. Nothing special. Nothing special. Yeah. I'm crying inside. The Spader Star voice and straightest. Nope. 88 clues isn't bad either. Nope. I'll read that more later, but I don't think I'm getting that. So yeah. Is my friends list still expanding? Nope. I mean, if you want to send me a friend request, I'm right here. Oh, I'm not even top 18 anymore. Jeez, people have really been tryharding. Okay, I guess I have to change the thumbnail because... Not the thumbnail, the title, because now it's clickbait. Then again, I've been getting some really bad sessions. Like, I can't win games. Psyche, do you need a thumbnail for Amori? I actually already have the thumbnail for Amori. What is the most meta survivor? Oh, hi again, Kay. I would say Mercenary. I mean, logically speaking, Mercenary should be the most meta survivor. But you never know. I mean, if I had to guess, I don't see a lot of Priestess, which is strange. I mean, and Priestess also isn't that good on Arms Factory. I would probably say Mercenary. I mean, everyone, no matter what your skill level is in this game, everyone knows Mercenary is a really good survivor. So, I would imagine people are playing Mercenary the most. Alright. Well, I'm gonna roll these dice. Unfortunately, I'm only gonna get a portrait. I'm not gonna get anything special. But yeah. I hope you guys do enjoy the stream. If you guys want to see more streams, I'm going to be streaming every Monday and Thursday like I've always have. Oh, I'm not even gonna get it. I'm not even gonna get the portrait. If you guys want to see more streams like this, I stream every Mondays and Thursdays from 20 o'clock to 22 EST time zone. Sometimes I'll start a little bit slightly later. Maybe I'm setting up something. You never know. Point is, I'll be there eventually. I also have the Discord server for Identity 5, or you could just talk. You don't have to talk about Identity 5 if you don't want to. I used to get a lot of Identity 5 questions when the game first was like when Discord server first released, but no one really asks anymore. So if you want to ask, I can answer your questions if you want. But yeah, that'll be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining along. I guess maybe I'll read the chat a little more. I mean, Ace, you could send an Amori thumbnail if you want. I'm not declining you. You could send it. I just already have a thumbnail. I could switch between the two though. I could do that. Show us your drawing skills, Seki. No drawing stream. No drawing stream. Actually, I'll have someone send you it, seeing I already made it. Oh, okay. Well, if you want to DM me, I'm already on the Discord. You can just send me a direct message. I know he got a 5 on his AP portfolio. What? Yes, more and more thumbnails. I'm trying to buy the ranked survivor. I already have mercenary. Okay, so you just want a ranked survivor, someone that's gonna be solid for you, the best of the best. Okay, if I had to suggest the best of the best, I would say mercenary again, but you have mercenary already. So if you want the best of the best, it really depends. It really depends. Do you want to be someone who's kiting? If you want to be a rescuer for your team and you don't want to kite, you should probably pick forward or gravekeeper. They are really amazing second rescuers. Forward can be a first rescuer as well if mercenary is banned. And some hunters do ban mercenary, so if you don't have another rescuer that you can use, I would suggest either gravekeeper or forward. Maybe you don't like gravekeeper, that's perfectly fine. You could buy forward in that case. Because forward is, in some situations, better than mercenary. A lot better than mercenary in some situations. Really just depends on whether you're able to kite with football, or whether you're not sure if you can kite with football, whether you can land those stuns in. Are you going to be any use for your team besides just rescuing off of chair? But if you're not up for, if you already have a second rescuer and you already have forward, I would highly suggest forward as your second pick. But if you don't have forward, I would probably suggest priestess or seer next. It's hard to say because seer really depends on the hunter, so I don't really like seer. And priestess depends on the map, so I don't really like priestess. But I would probably say mechanic next, because mechanic is such a huge pain in the butt. Even if you don't do a good kite, as long as your robots survive, it's usually a tie for your team. As long as everyone else does their part, they do a good kite. Like, just 20 seconds when the gate is open. That's all you guys need. And you guys can usually tie gates. So mechanic is a really good pick, so. I would say forward, and then after forward, mechanic. And then if you already have those three, you can pick priestess or seer. Your decision. I would stay away from prisoner for now. Prisoner is more of like a tournament survivor. I would not recommend him in ranked because people go off meta stuff in rank, and the off meta stuff like Isha and Wu Chang, if you don't have a good ability for it, in some situations they will destroy you. So, heck, you could buy if you're looking for just a really solid kiter. Let's say you don't like perfumer. If you want a really solid kiter, I would say perfumer, because in rank mode, perfumer is just so good against every hunter. Except Bonbon. Bonbon, you have to know what you're doing. Psychologist is a good one, yeah. You can buy Psychologist as well. Psychologist is a really good one. If Perfumer is, if you don't have good ping and you don't have good reflexes, Perfumer can be really difficult. That difficulty rating is a lie. There's a lot more that goes in Perfumer than that. Than just tapping your button and having the hunter hit you. Most hunters don't hit you, so you gotta know what you're doing. Psychologist, great survivor. I would dare say S tier. In rank match. In rank match, such a good survivor. You can totally pick Psychologist. Just watch out for Wheel. You don't really have a good matchup against Wheel, so that is the one thing where I'm not really sure if she's S tier. She's on the edge of S tier. If you have a forward on your team, it's even better, because then you could heal the forward with your heals in case he makes a mistake or he has to rescue off chair. Then he could harass at full health. It's really good, really effective, but Acrobat. People are sleeping on Acrobat. Acrobat's such an amazing survivor. He is so good. I cannot express how good he is. The transition ability he provides is crazy. It is so crazy good. Even against a Wheel, I've had success. I've kited Blockwing Mirrors with the ball because it's basically a mini elbow pad. It's crazy. It is so crazy good. Oh, and you don't even have to use the debuffs. That's how good it is. if you're on a map where like the debuffs are in perfect positions, you can use them. But most of the time, I just use it to transition. It's so darn good. So if you want to buy Acrobat, amazing kiter. He's not that difficult, I wouldn't say. You just need to know when to use the balls. Psychologist, great pick. Forward, great pick. Mechanic, great pick. And Acrobat, all good picks. And if you really want to challenge, but you want to just be safe against almost every hunter in the game. Even Bonbon, I really am fine against Bonbon as Perfume. I do like Bonbon against Perfume. I don't think it's like a hard counter at all. I think you can make it work, especially with the boosts, and just perfuming every time you drop a pallet to counteract the bomb. Eventually the Bonbon will run out of bombs, so you keep perfuming his bomb and not giving him any basic hits. Are you going to be doing Hunter rank streams, Seki? I don't have any plans to do it anytime soon. Seki Bandori stream when? I'm thinking Psychologist, Entomologist, or Painter. Painter is a good pick. I would stay clear of Painter though, because of Block Queen. You don't want to go against Block Queen as Painter. It's just like pretty much an instant down, almost. It's just really bad. And in some situations, because you don't have that painting right away, in some situations you need your ability right away. Like, what if you get found in a bad area? If you were like playing something like Perfumer, as long as you just needed 2 or 3 seconds to reach a pallet, Perfumer would have saved your life. But Painter, not really. So in Painter, you really gotta know where Hunter spawns. You gotta know where to transition, where it's safe to go. Because you gotta be careful. You don't have a painting early game. You have to work for it. And then you gotta work for it even more, so you're expected to dodge Hunter abilities between that time. Painter's really good counter against Wheel, because you can collect the face of the wheel while they're in the ball form, but... Otherwise, I'm on the edge of Painter. I wouldn't say Painter is S tier, but he's a really good survivor as well. Entomologist definitely don't get. Entomologist is such a map-dependent survivor now. People really overrate Entomologist now. Ever since the buff, Entomologist just doesn't do enough. The whole reason Entomologist was good was because every time the hunter hits your bees, you brought the bees back to yourself and you refresh the bees' health, right? That's what made Entomologist good, so you can keep repeating that. But then they nerfed Entomologist so that you can't do that. The bees go away. That you put on a 20-second cooldown, you can't use the bees anymore. And that's 20 seconds where the hunter can get a hit on you with their ability, and you have no ability to counter it. My other problem with Entomologist is Entomologist doesn't really work against non-meta hunters. It's really good against stuff like Penguin. It's good against the meta hunters. But if you go against something like Gisha or Wuchang, those bees... I don't like those bees. Like, if it's a white form Wuchang, it's fine. But if they soul siphon around your bees to catch up with you when you're trying to speed up, or if they bell you out of your bees, or if you get just straight up teleport on, there's a lot of ways it could go wrong. I don't think Entomologist is reliable anymore. On top of that, if that wasn't enough for you, it has to be specifically like stuff like ever sleeping in hospital. The bees are good on stairs, but other than that, I just don't think they give enough value. Because on hospital, if you can just stop the hunter for a little bit, that's all you need to do an amazing kind on hospital. But then just play Perfumer. Just play Perfumer then, because then you can Perfume out on every single hole. Just play Perfumer at that point, because she gets more items. The Entomologist bees run out so quick now. I really would stay away from Entomologist in rank. She's a fine tournament survivor. I think in tournaments people should stop using Entomologist as well. Acrobat is better, I would say. But yeah, I would, if you're gonna pick a survivor out of Entomologist, Painter, Psychologist, I would suggest Psychologist out of those 3, or Painter. It really depends, because Psychologist is good against every hunter but Breaking Wheel. Painter is very good against Wheel, but against every other hunter you gotta be careful. You know, so what do you rather have? Do you rather have a really hard matchup against Wheel? Or would you want to have a hard time against almost every hunter, and you just, you can rely on yourself. You know that you're not going to take any hits, so then you can play Painter. You just got to kite those first 10 or 20 seconds. Alright. Alright, that was way too long. I just go on this huge explanation. I'm sorry, Kay, if that was way too long for you. But yeah, if you're looking for a kiter, Entomologist... probably not in rank, because you're going to go against a lot of off-meta stuff that just won't work very well for Entomologist. And plus, it's map dependent. Like, since she's way better on some maps than other maps, and she's also situational, like some areas just the bees that can be easily walked around. It's hard to say. I wouldn't rely on entomologist. Painter's good, psychologist is good. Perfumer's really good, acrobat is really good. In some situations, acrobat is better than perfumer. In some situations, perfumer is better than acrobat, but it's really your choice up to that at that point. But I'm still getting the friend requests. Alright guys, we're gonna end the stream here. 9:20 p.m. That would be 21:20 I think in military time zone. So yeah. Yeah, maybe you guys can figure out what survivor you want to buy now. I would highly suggest Mercenary as your first pick because everyone loves a person who can rescue well because no one knows how to rescue in this game. So if you can learn how to rescue, you'll be set with every survivor whenever you have to rescue. Even if you're a kiter, there will be times you have to rescue. And that's a guarantee, There will be times where even if you're not playing a kiter, even if you're not playing rescuer, you might be the only person on the team who can rescue. That's how it is. Time limited? No, I'm probably... Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to work for that. Oh, what the heck is this? Memory fragment? Yo! Okay. I have no idea how to get memory fragments. It probably says right here. Oh, okay, I just have to play the event. Okay. I actually don't know what I'm gonna get next. Because I already have all the ones I like. Mad Ice drinking is pretty funny, I guess. Photographer kind of cringe. Perfumer kind of cringe. Priest is kind of cringe. Cowboy's cool, but I don't even play Cowboy. Mercenary kind of cringe. Sorry, Mercenary. Yeah, I don't know. This is 3 years worth of dynamic portraits. I've never missed a dynamic portrait. Whenever dynamic portraits were available, I right away made sure to get it. I didn't miss it. So the most you can have is 6 right now, without hacking the game. 6 possible dynamic portraits. But yeah. I need to study with Psyche. Psyche should work as a tourist. He's info dumping, he's Psyche ranting. I think it's actually useful though, like knowing what survivors you should buy. That's a good question, because most people don't have every character in the game. They don't have free will. But there are certain characters you should pick first over others. Even though they're all S tier, there are certain characters I would recommend over others. Mechanic is probably on the lower end, just because you'll probably get a lot of people who are getting hit very quickly in the low tiers. Heck, on my mini account, I bought a Forward, Seer. Those are my first 2 survivors. I didn't even buy Mechanic until it was my 3rd pick, and then I bought Perfumer. I haven't even bought Mercy on my mini account. Because the problem with Mercy is that if a hunter bans Mercenary, you won't have a reliable first rescuer. So I bought Forward first because I know no hunter is gonna ban Forward in low tier, and that way I can like use Forward for now until I have enough clues for Mercenary. So if you already have Mercenary, that's fine. Just make sure you have another second rescuer that you know won't get banned. Psyche review each dynamic portrait. No, that would be way too in depth. I'm gonna be like, if I'm gonna give an in-depth analysis on every portrait, I'm gonna be like, you suck, you're good. Honestly, there's no really portrait I really like anymore. I mean, maybe Violence is just kind of creepy with those teeth. Maybe Percy, maybe Batter, maybe Painter. Painter's pretty cool actually. I don't know. Hard to say. My favorite one by far is the Axeboy though. Axeboy is my favorite. Ironically enough though, my first one was Coordinator because I was maining Coordinator. I was first Coordinator every week because the only person who used Coordinator in the meta was me. And I was like the one person who always made Coordinator work. Get the Catwoman. Catwoman is lame. I mean, it's cute, but the normal version is not that appealing. probably gonna get Painter. Just because it looks nice. Alright guys, now I think I'm finally gonna end the stream, so thank you guys so much for joining along. I hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys learned something. Like I said, Amori stream will be this weekend, 2 days from now, at what time did I say? I believe I said 18 o'clock EST time zone is what I said. That would be 6 p.m. My time zone in the central time zone, that would be 5 p.m. So I need to make sure to remember it. I need to make sure to remember to start at 5, not 6. And I have a very important question to serve. I'll get to it right away, Quinn. No, Psyche Painter is sneaky. Psyche, just show the friend request? Alright, I'll show the friend request. This is for you, Jen. You guys are so silly. Alright guys, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Take care. I need to work on looking at the camera when doing my outro because it looks like I'm staring at the wall. Alright guys, see you later.